Well, Correctional Services has labelled as fake news reports of a prisoner hunger strike at the Estcourt Correctional Centre. Now, that is where former President Jacob Zuma is being held. Let's find out what the real story is. We chat to Correctional Services Spokesperson Singabakho Nxumalo. Singabakho, good afternoon, and thanks for your time. So clarify for us what has happened or has not happened at the Estcourt Correctional Centre, where Jacob Zuma is being incarcerated.
A very good afternoon, and thank you for having us. What we've noticed is a number of fake reports making rounds. We've issued statements dispelling this as misinformation, but they keep on coming. Hence, it's important that we caution the public to say, please verify information before you share it, because it does cause so much harm and a great sense of panic, especially with families of inmates. They end up calling us asking if everything is okay because there are no visitors allowed. So we are really appealing to the people out there to say, be responsible. You need to know that sharing fake information does carry a criminal offense, and you could be prosecuted for that.
All right, so just to clarify, no hunger strike at the Estcourt Correctional Centre, no prison riots there as well. But we are hearing that those reports were actually about another prison. So were there actually riots at any other prison there and around the former president?
No hunger strike, no riots across all 243 correctional facilities in the country. We are monitoring the situation. We are able to respond, and we've got officials ready should there be any form of disturbance anywhere. But all reports are very clear: no hunger strike, and no even grievances raised by inmates on any particular issues, because the officials are there, supervisors are there. Hence, then we're appealing to say, please stop causing panic unnecessarily, because we are simply spreading lies. So the system as is stable. We are monitoring it, and we are equipped to respond should there be something emerging.
All right, so how equipped are you, though? How prepared are you? Because as you can see, and you know what is happening on the ground, it might just be a matter of time before this actually seeps into the correctional facilities. How prepared are you?
We are working together with other law enforcement agencies. We've seen what has been happening in the country, and therefore we're in a position to put together our resources so that we're able then to say, should there be something in any of our facilities, we're able to be there within the split of a second. So as a department, we are not panicking. We do see the reports flying around, and unfortunately some of it it's just reports inciting violence, lawlessness, and this is something which is totally wrong, and we cannot stop appealing to people to say, please be responsible, because there is harm that these messages do cause, and people then start to panic, not knowing what is really happening in the country. Others they even panic, not knowing whether they should wake up in the morning, prepare for work, because they don't know whether they will even have transport taking them to work. But as Correctional Services, our system is stable. We're monitoring everything, and we're quite comfortable with our plans, because we anticipated that perhaps should there be something, we need to be there to respond.
Singabakho, there was a big hoo-ha a couple of days ago about pictures coming out or coming through from inside of the former president being booked in and being attended to when he came there. What's happening with that investigation? What has happened since then?
We have opened a criminal case with the South African Police Services. We have identified the person who stole those images. We have placed on suspension our official who had that camera, or who was authorized to use a camera to take for those images. And we need to reiterate, those images were for institutional filing purposes, not for circulation. Hence, we needed to take action against our own official, because we strongly believe that more efforts should have been put in place to safeguard that particular gadget. So as a department, we've acted, but the investigation is ongoing, because we want to leave no stone unturned. Should there be other issues emerging out of that, we should be in a position to cover them. So as a department, we are continuously working hard on this with the SAPS, so that at the end of the day we can put this matter to bed. But it is something which really disturbed us, hence we needed to act, and we acted with necessary speed.
If you can tell us, how is the former president actually doing?
The former president is doing well. He's still in the isolation section until he's cleared. We do this for all newly incarcerated inmates as part of COVID-19 precautionary measures. So he's still there. He's been assessed. That process is almost at the end. At least now he has been classified as a short-term, low-risk classified inmate. So he's getting the care that he deserves, just like any other inmate. So I think where we as a department, we're comfortable with the conditions that we've made available, not just to him but also to even other inmates. Now what is key is that he gets cleared in terms of COVID-19, and then we'll know that indeed the former president is 100% safe.
And I suppose if you are able to tell us, and many South Africans were wondering last week, where exactly, once the isolation is over, will he be kept? Will he be in a normal cell? Will he be in the sort of medical part of the facility, the hospital section?
Once the assessments have completed 100%, then a determination will be made in terms of the cell that should keep the former president, and also even the type of a facility, whether he will remain at Estcourt or he will move to another facility. The outcome of that assessment will direct us in terms of the decision that we'll need to take.